Charles Darwin said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable to change." There's a moment we all face, a crossroads born of shattering loss, profound trauma, or the slow creeping realization that the life we've been living is no longer serving the soul we've become. It's the silent scream of an ending, the bitter taste of something irrevocably broken. We look back at the wreckage or stare into a future that feels like a vast, empty canvas, and the question echoes in the void: can I truly begin again? Can I gather the shattered fragments and build something new, something stronger, something that finally resonates with the deepest desires of my heart? The answer, a resounding, defiant yes, lies in a truth far older than any modern self-help philosophy, a truth articulated by Charles Darwin himself. Survival and flourishing are not about brute strength or inherent genius, but about radical adaptability. It's about the willingness to shed old skins, to learn new ways, to pivot with purpose when the world shifts beneath your feet. For those of us who have endured the crucible of life's harshest lessons, who have felt the ground crumble beneath us, this isn't just theory, it's the very blueprint for resurrection. It means that no matter how profound the loss, no matter how deep the wound, your capacity to change, to adjust, to embrace a new path remains your ultimate unconquerable power. It means that the ability to restart your life isn't a miraculous gift bestowed upon a lucky few, but a fierce primal instinct accessible to anyone willing to tap into it. This transformation begins with a profound shift in mindset, moving from clinging to what was to courageously embracing what can be. It's the defiant declaration that your story is not over. It's simply demanding a new, more powerful, more authentic chapter, one where you truly believe you can achieve anything in your life. For too long, we've allowed ourselves to be defined by our past, by the labels others have placed on us, or by the traumas that have left their indelible marks. This clinging to a fixed identity, a rigid sense of who we were or what we lost, becomes the heaviest chain around our ankles, preventing us from stepping into the boundless possibilities of who we can be. We become architects of our own stagnation, building mental prisons out of regret and fear. But the very essence of restarting your life is found in the audacious act of tearing down these walls, brick by painful brick. It's about cultivating an unshakable belief in your own inherent capacity for transformation, a conviction that your potential is not diminished by your past, but rather refined and deepened by it. That this isn't naive optimism, it's a profound, grounded trust in your own internal resources, a recognition that every wound endured has paradoxically made you stronger, more capable of empathetic understanding, more resilient in the face of future storms. Consider Abraham Lincoln, a man who, throughout his life, faced a relentless barrage of personal and professional setbacks. He experienced business failures, political defeats, the loss of his beloved mother, sister, and 3 of his 4 sons. Each setback was an opportunity for despair, for resignation. Yet, Lincoln consistently demonstrated an extraordinary capacity to restart his life, not just professionally, but internally. His mindset was one of relentless learning and adaptation. He didn't cling to past glories or wallow in past failures. Instead, he absorbed the lessons, adjusted his strategies, and continued to pursue his core purpose with unyielding dedication. His resilience was forged in the crucible of these very setbacks, allowing him to adapt to the unimaginable pressures of the Civil War. He proved that the power to reinvent yourself, to pivot in the face of devastation, is not merely possible, but necessary for greatness. His unshakable belief in the union in a greater good transcended his personal pain, enabling him to repeatedly pick himself up, dust himself off, and continue the arduous work of building a better future, one agonizing, courageous step at a time. This profound capacity to discard what no longer serves, to learn from every experience, and to relentlessly pursue a new beginning is the hallmark of those who truly achieve anything in their life. The pervasive noise of external validation, the constant comparison to others' highlight reels, and the subtle pressure to conform often blur our clarity, obscuring our true vision and disconnecting us from our deepest purpose. When we are stuck in the past or paralyzed by the fear of the future, our intentions become fragmented, our decisions hesitant, and our actions inconsistent. To truly restart your life and achieve anything, you must cultivate a ruthless clarity about what you truly desire, a clarity so profound that it cuts through the internal fog of doubt and external distractions. Your new vision isn't a vague aspiration, it's a vivid, burning image so compelling that it commands your absolute attention and unwavering commitment. Think of Henry Ford, a man who dared to challenge an entire industry with a seemingly impossible vision to build an affordable automobile for the common person. His contemporaries, steeped in the traditional craft of expensive bespoke cars, were full of reasons why his vision was unrealistic. They clung to old ways, old ideas, old excuses, but Ford, with an almost savage discipline, possessed a singular purpose that transcended conventional thinking. He didn't just have an idea, he was consumed by the intricate details of how to make it a reality. His mindset was one of constant learning and radical adaptability. He relentlessly experimented, refined, and innovated, famously saying, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." He revolutionized manufacturing with the assembly line, not by wishing for ideal conditions, but by meticulously designing a system that would allow him to achieve anything his vision demanded. His focus was so laser sharp, so devoid of excuses, that every obstacle became a puzzle to solve, every setback a crucial piece of information. This levels of dedication, this unwavering commitment to a new beginning, despite past challenges and current resistance, is what distinguishes those who merely dream from those who profoundly transform their lives and the world around them. It is in this relentless pursuit, this unblinking focus on a new direction, that your true power resides. When you align your mindset with this fierce clarity, your actions become intentional, powerful, and deeply aligned with your deepest aspirations. You begin to magnetize the resources, the connections, and the opportunities necessary to manifest your new reality, proving that the greatest act of creation begins with a clear, unwavering vision of what you are willing to restart and what you are determined to achieve. The comfortable narrative that growth should be linear and painless, that healing is a straight line, leaves us ill-equipped for the inevitable zigzags and setbacks of life. When we stumble, when old wounds resurface, when new challenges emerge, the temptation is to retreat into old patterns, to surrender to the idea that our efforts are futile. But to truly restart your life and achieve anything, you must cultivate an unshakable resilience that embraces the messy, often brutal reality of transformation. Resilience isn't about avoiding the fall. It's about mastering the art of getting back up, stronger and wiser each time. It's the muscle that develops when you push against immense resistance, the character forged in the crucible of your deepest fears and most profound disappointments. Consider the indomitable spirit of someone like Harlan Sanders, better known as Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He faced a lifetime of failures, setbacks, and rejected ideas before finding his true calling in his 60s. He was a steamboat pilot, a railroad fireman, an insurance salesman, and ran several failed businesses. He developed his famous fried chicken recipe, but when he tried to franchise it, he faced over 1,000 rejections. A younger man or one less determined might have surrendered to self-pity, citing age, past failures, or market indifference as insurmountable obstacles. But Colonel Sanders embodied a fierce no excuses mindset. His unwavering purpose was to share his chicken with the world. He didn't just adapt, he persevered with a relentless discipline that defied conventional wisdom. He slept in his car, cooked chicken for restaurant owners, and refused to take no for an answer. This level of radical adaptability, coupled with an unwavering belief in his product, allowed him to continually learn from each rejection, refining his pitch, and ultimately creating a global empire. His journey is a powerful testament to the truth that your starting point doesn't define your ultimate destination, and that true success is built not on an easy path, but on persistent, unyielding effort in the face of overwhelming odds. And in this journey of relentless self-reinvention, a profound sense of gratitude emerges. Not gratitude for the setbacks themselves, but gratitude for the raw, untamed strength discovered within, for the clarity forged in the crucible of adversity, for the sheer stubborn capacity of the human spirit to endure, adapt, and ultimately thrive against all odds. This kind of gratitude, hard-won and deeply felt, becomes an unshakable source of strength, rooting you in the present moment and fueling your determination to continue the journey of restarting your life and to achieve anything you set your mind to, no matter how audacious. The insidious allure of comfort zones and the fear of the unknown often prevent us from embracing the continuous learning and personal evolution necessary to truly restart our lives and achieve anything. We cling to familiar patterns, even when they no longer serve us, because the act of stepping into the unfamiliar feels too daunting. But to truly unlock your potential, you must cultivate an insatiable hunger for knowledge, a relentless curiosity that sees every challenge as a classroom, every setback as a profound lesson, and every moment of discomfort as an opportunity for growth. This is where real adaptability is forged, not in passive acceptance, but in active, engaged learning. Consider the immense journey of someone like J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother living on state benefits, facing profound personal and financial hardship. She endured countless rejections from publishers for her manuscript. She could have easily succumbed to despair, to the crushing weight of her circumstances, to the narrative of failure, but her profound purpose was to tell her story. Her vision was clear, and her discipline was in writing, even in cafes, fueled by an unwavering belief in her creation. She didn't let external circumstances define her internal reality. Her remarkable resilience was rooted in her refusal to give up, her willingness to learn from every rejection, to keep refining her craft. She demonstrated that the greatest transformations often begin at the lowest points, when all excuses are stripped away and the only path forward is the one you carve out with sheer will and persistent effort. This kind of courageous persistence, born from a fierce refusal to surrender to external circumstances, is what allows individuals to restart their lives from scratch and achieve anything they truly commit to. When you internalize this philosophy, you recognize that your past experiences, even the most painful ones, are not burdens, but invaluable data points, equipping you with unique insights and an unparalleled understanding of human nature. This allows you to approach new challenges with a wisdom that only hardship can bestow. Your capacity for action becomes infused with a deep sense of purpose, because you understand the true cost of inaction and the profound liberation that comes from consistently moving forward, no matter how small the step. This relentless pursuit of personal growth, this commitment to learning from every experience, is the ultimate testament to your power to redefine your reality, to sculpt a future that aligns perfectly with your deepest aspirations, proving that you are not merely a survivor, but a true creator of your destiny. So if you've been standing at the crossroads, paralyzed by the weight of your past, if the echoes of trauma or loss have whispered that your story is over, hear this profound truth etched into the very fabric of human triumph. It is never too late to restart your life, and you can truly achieve anything you set your mind to. Your past is a chapter, not the whole book. Your current circumstances are a launching pad, not a permanent prison. The only thing standing between you and the boundless possibilities of your future is your willingness to shed the old, embrace the new, and relentlessly, courageously begin again. Embrace the courageous mindset that declares, my future is written and I am the author. Cultivate an unshakable belief in your inherent capacity for radical transformation, knowing that the deepest healing and greatest growth emerge from the willingness to start over again and again if necessary. Seek clarity not in waiting for the fog to lift, but in the deliberate, fierce act of stepping forward into the unknown, allowing your path to illuminate itself with each committed step, driven by an unyielding vision of your highest self. Let your profound purpose be the blazing sun that melts away all doubts and illuminates every path forward, consuming any shadows of regret. Embrace discipline as your greatest ally, the consistent, unapologetic choice to show up for yourself, to do the uncomfortable work, to take the necessary action day after relentless day, even when your emotions try to pull you back into the familiar past. Cultivate gratitude for the raw strength you discover within yourself, for the wisdom gained through every scar, for the lessons etched into your soul, and for the sheer privilege of being able to choose every single moment to move forward, to innovate, to thrive. Build adaptability by training your mind to embrace change as opportunity, to pivot with grace, and to innovate under pressure, making fluidity your superpower, your secret weapon in life's unpredictable currents. And commit to lifelong learning, recognizing that every obstacle, every moment of discomfort is a classroom designed to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable, constantly expanding your boundaries and pushing the limits of what you thought possible. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present, to be courageous, and to be unwavering in your pursuit of growth, to step into your power even when, especially when, the past screams for you to remain small. Your greatest triumphs, your deepest healing, your most profound fulfillment await you on the other side of that courageous decision to begin again. It's time to stop looking back and start building forward. It's time to restart your life and achieve anything in your life. The journey begins now.